Alright, I don't understand why people continuously ask me about this topic, but I need to make a video and address this, because for some reason, I don't know why, I always get asked the same question. What's going to be good next format, robbie-kohl? Hey Robbie, what do you think is going to be good next format? Hey Robbie, can you tell me what's going to be good next format? Sure guys, I mean, if you paid attention to the game you would probably understand, but let's discuss what's going to be good. If you guys already know, the current format is Mermails, Boojins, Dragon Rulers, Lightsworn, Prophecy, like Yugioh as well. Even though Yugioh got hit, they're still going to be a good deck. Contrary to popular belief, I'll discuss Yugioh first actually. Yugioh are not dead, they're a little bit slower. Granted, you guys have seen how, you know, decks adapt and things like that. I mean, look at Mermails, look at Hat, it's now Fat, Fire Fist, Artifacts, Trap Tricks. Just saying though, like, the game itself is evolving. Now that Yugioh has effectively lost to Gear, it opens up the deck to kind of evolve, because you know the deck has had the same linear line of thinking for quite some time. And I don't think really people understood the innovation, because it was, you know, once the Valkyrie Yugioh deck, and then it evolved into pure Yugioh, and it took people that step forward to realize that the deck has many more functionalities. Now, I know a lot of players are like, well, the deck is dead, Robbie, you're stupid. No, I'm not. The deck just isn't as good as it used to be in that particular build. Now, the deck will evolve, the deck will survive the test of time. Losing two cards like that does not mean that the deck is dead by any stretch of the imagination. Just when you get 2-0'd by new Yugioh at a regional, you will think differently, or you will say your opponent sacked you because you're going to use an excuse because you're probably bad at this game. So, just saying. So, Yugioh definitely are not out, but like I said, Mermails, Boojins, Lightsworn, Dragon Rulers, Prophecy, and whatever else is particularly popular right now. The meta's like 8 decks, so I mean, we're going to be adding 3 more into the fray here. This deck angers me to no extent, because I hate this deck, and you guys will hate this deck as much as I do once you play against it. So you guys know about the Cosmic Dragons. You guys know that they rely on synchroing, but what you guys don't know is they're infinite floaters for days. What you guys don't know will probably kill you in the field of Yugioh. So, every Cosmic Dragon has some BS effect that says, hey, when I'm destroyed, I float. So, effectively, there's 5 different ones of these shits. So, these little shits decide that, okay, oh no, I kamikazed, I blew up. Alright, special summon the next guy. Alright, special summon the next guy. Effectively, you have to run through... Every one of these guys has 3, there's 5 different types. You have to run through 15 different monsters. Now, that'll take you 3 turns if you have a complete board. Now, if you're just going one poke every time, you're probably going to fall victim to the Rescue Rabbit guy. That special summons 2, makes a really big synchro on you. The deck can play Skill Drain because they have some monster that makes their monster immune to trap cards. It's ridiculous. And they also have a Pot of Avarice, which, God, I hate this deck already thinking about it. Infinite floaters for days, that deck. Now, you might not think that this is particularly bad, but when someone breaks the formula on this deck is going to be very troublesome for the game. Whether or not it be now or later, any deck that has floaters in the form that this deck has seems like it's going to have a really good potential. So, Cosmic Dragons, Yin Yang, whatever they're going to be called in the States. Second up, Telenites. Now, we don't have the broken sphere thing or the broken lawn chair that go with the other guys, because those are OCG exclusives, but the Telenites are still very good. Granted, they might not be good right out of the floodgate, but the deck has a recurring monster like Kirkion, has some special summon guy, has recruiting in the form of Stratos. I mean, I don't understand how this deck could be bad. It'll take a little bit for the players to adjust to this deck. I'm also going to be kind of curious to know if there will be some ruling interaction with the Constellars, which I highly doubt in the TCG. But they're going to be very broken, because hey, any deck that, you know, has a Stratos and a Kirkion seems like it's going to be good somewhere along the line. So Telenites are being forecasted as one of the best decks as well. And then of course, I mean, this is a no-brainer. I mean, if you guys have read any card effects, you will understand that Shaddolls are going to be the best deck, or if not one of the best decks. Any deck that says, alright, herp derp, I'm going to effectively just destroy you by playing a fusion spell card. Ophion 2.0 called Midrash says both players can only special summon once per turn. Let's be realistic here. When you look at that, it's pretty broken. Plus it floats. You can recruit back the fusion card. The fusion card lets you fuse from the deck as well. They're going to be good. Royal Command, you might want to pick up and have a few of them on hold for yourself. All monsters that have flip effects are negated, so every one of the Shaddolls except for the fusions are flip effect monsters, so do keep that in mind when you're playing against the deck. I know people are grabbing Shadow Imprisoning Mirrors, trying to stop this deck. I'd rather play Royal Command, honestly, just because I'd rather shut down all of the effects, so it's just me. So Shaddolls, Tellarknights, and the Cosmic Dragons are going to be the new guys on the block come Duelist Advent. Whether or not Dante's Inferno will be good right out of the boot gate, which I'm really doubting, since you know it is a TCG exclusive archetype. If they do it right, they'll probably get 2 or 3 cards per set, so it might be 4 to 5 months until we really get something rolling for them. So for now though, enjoy your new metagame. At least we're getting 3 more decks thrown into the fray of the continued bullshit that we have. That's why a lot of players are getting angry at the game right now. There's just no change whatsoever. I mean, we're effectively in a point now in the game's history where pretty much every deck can compete with each other. And players seem to really disregard that, but I think it's considered good that your deck can compete in the pool of 8 other decks that are on equal par. Now, I mean, you have to understand that Lightsworn, you know, their specialty is blowing up and OTKing, as opposed to Hat, whose specialty is slow control. Players need to understand this, because I know a lot of people hate Judgment Dragon, but you have to understand, it's kind of like White Shores, and I know a lot of people aren't going to get this reference. Each deck has the exact... Oh, actually, we'll compare this to Vanguard. Each deck has its own unique set of, you know, card effects that are all intertwined between every clan, you know. One card does one thing and every other clan gets a pseudo clone of this. Yu-Gi-Oh's pretty much the exact same way when you think about it. Card effects, every deck will probably have 1 or 2 things in common with another deck, and then the only difference is really their boss monsters. And you know, looking at it, I mean, you can only rehash the same thing so many times. So looking at the way that the game is designed currently though, a lot of staples, the trap cards will all be the common things, and then, you know, the thing that the deck does will be different from each deck. So I mean, just because your deck is slow control and you lose to explosion, I mean, adjust your deck or just don't play that deck anymore. The thing is though, like, your deck can still compete, it's just you've got to change a few things to it, and I think that's good for the current game state right now, is the fact that you can change a couple of things to adjust to one of the 8 decks. So I mean, also I don't think players really want to dedicate the time to learning the 8 decks, but we have 11 coming soon, so we'll leave it at that. And just wait until pendulums become a thing. Oh gosh, people are going to be so angry about that. Right now, pendulums are not good, but there will be a time where pendulums are tier 1. Do not think that they will not be. They will be. So, yeah, this is will be good in the game's future. Leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think, and I'm out. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please thumbs up this video to show your support, and please check out Vanguard 40 for Cardfight Vanguard, M-Kohl Games for miscellaneous trading card games, and No Limit Gaming for a brand new series of Yu-Gi-Oh videos. Thanks for watching.